What is going on, YouTube land? I am in the shop tonight I should say, wrapping up some loose ends. We got door and stuff figured out for my buddy's truck. I got it squared away so it'll close on the new one, and got a donor fender. Still got some more to do, but that's back together to where we can move it and everything. Waiting on a head to show up for this one, and then this is the reason I'm making this video. I scored a 2022 Jeep Gladiator, and that might just be the new build for the channel. Now, obviously, I know I'm not in good shape with the pictures and camera, but this thing got rolled. I wish I would have started this video with it up or down on the ground, but it rolled, going pretty good amount, a mile an hour, and flipped over and ruined the top, the bed. Got some scuffs on the doors, fenders, obviously, stuff like that. But the worst damage, ultimately, is like the steering and the spring flew out, shock, stuff like that. I just have this strapped up. I'm kind of getting this up in the air to see how bad it is. I got a pretty good deal on it, but there's going to be some stipulations with if it's going to be totaled and things like that. That's beside the point. But yeah, it's a Willys edition. I think it's a Willys Sport. So no locking diffs, no fancy axles, none of that. But it had a leveling kit, or had 35s, you know, some fuel wheels if you're into that. Needs a bumper. Just, you can imagine when one rolls over about 45 mile an hour on the pavement. There was a guardrail involved, stuff like that. But I'm going to start taking this apart, see what the frame damage is, if there is, suspension parts, things like that, see where we're headed, and then see if this is going to be something that we can build on. But how cool is that? All right, starting on the driver's side front. This is where the main amount of damage happened. I believe this is where it hit the guardrail, kind of up here, and the tire obviously kind of caught most of it, but it ripped the ball joints out of their homes, which the holes look great. But what it did do, come to find out, is it elongated the taper in the knuckle. These are aluminum knuckles. So that's not great, but not enough to where I can't put it back together. I'm on the fence right now. I found out I have a bent upper link, a bent lower link. I've got a bent pitman arm. You might be able to see that's supposed to be straight. The drag link's bad. Pretty much everything to do with the suspension and the front's twacked on this side and the steering. So it only makes sense. I would not leave this stock. I don't care if I keep it or not, or it becomes a wheeler only or off the road or on the road. This is going to get a suspension kit. The bad thing is with a Gladiator, if you guys know anything about these, and keep in mind, I know you guys are watching this and you're like, you're a Toyota guy. Why did you even buy this? Well, when I say the deal was good, it was really good. It doesn't matter if I keep it or not. I don't know where I'm headed with it, but for right now, I'm going to build it like I am. At least make it a wheeler for us right now. It's got 4 doors. You know, it's newer. It's just a cool rig. I love these Gladiators. If there's a Jeep I'm going to own, it would be one of these. So that's why I jumped on it. It's enough about me talking, blah, blah, blah. I want to get into the fun stuff. I'm on the fence about keeping these axles. Like I said, they're not the locking diffs, front or rear. There's a limited slip that seems to be working good in the back. I came back around here. I was kind of looking around on things, and I found out that this rear axle is bent ever so slightly, just enough to where it's scraping and kind of doing the old walk back here. And the axle tube, I don't believe, is bent, but just the axle itself. So I'm looking at the options right now. Right now I could buy like a rock crawler suspension or a BDS or a FabTech or any of these guys. There's a lot of guys selling some really, I mean, Metal Cloak. The list goes on of really nice long arm kits you can make for these, where they give you like a new cross member there and change the stuff back here. You can change it from like this 5 link to a true triangulated 4 link. There's a lot to do with these. Now, the kicker to that is I become like everyone else on YouTube and I just bolt on a suspension kit, which I'm not ashamed of. And a rig like this, I mean, it is a 22. It's got the fancy full drive stuff, so it's got to be in low gear to get your traction control off. And I mean, all these things that you got to bypass and do if you get too integrated into taking the ABS off, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of a rough subject for me to take these axles out at the moment, just because I went and picked up another project literally a day or two before this popped up for sale, and I had to nab this. So long story short, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it driving. I'm going to put a couple ball joints in it. It actually bent the ball joint, stuff like that. And maybe you can see that. Literally bent. Pretty cool. We're going to get it put together enough to where it could be like driven around. I'm going to straighten these links out, or at least this lower one, stuff like that, and try to make it to where I can make those decisions. So if you guys want to comment and let me know which direction you would go. Of course, everyone wants to put 60s in their stuff. I'd put a Super Duty in this in a heartbeat, but I'm not sure I'm ready to just drop all that money and put a lift kit / suspension / cheater kit on here. Whatever. So we'll see. But for right now, we're going to put this back together. Got my TTX ball joints. They're middle of the road. Napa, MoveTech, something like that. Brand, I'm not sure. I think they're kind of going to the wayside now, but I've always been impressed by them. So they were middle of the price range. So I grabbed those just to put in here for now. And then I wanted to share with you guys the new Icon. It's not new, I guess. It's been out for a while. But the Icon ball joint press. It's very, very similar to the master set, like the $1,200 one from Snap-on that we've got at work. And I couldn't help on sale. I got this for just under $200. Try it out, at least for my light use in the shop. I mean, I do ball joint work quite often, but I thought this thing would be cool to kind of test out, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out as time progresses. But we're going to use this guy and get these ball joints put in. So we got these ball joints put in. These TTXs are knurled, so they press in there pretty hard, but that's how this stuff goes. This is our little bit oblonged hole. For right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just doing this to kind of put it together. So the next thing we're going to do is get this cleaned up so the hub bearing goes in nice. It's kind of corroded. And then we're going to slide everything back up here. There's a caster sleeve in here I'm going to put back in and start piecing this all back together. Our ball joints all installed. Got everything put in, grease certs, greased it for whatever it's worth. Got our brakes back on, and then we took our control arms off. This is our lower. As you can tell, it got a little lazy, and this is the upper. Got a nice bend in it now. Now those have a little bend, but not that much. So I was gonna get kind of crafty and make my own, but then, as I was saying earlier, I feel like it would probably be in my best interest to just buy a lift for this thing. It's already been designed, it's already been proven, and pound for pound, dollar for dollar, unless I was going to put the 1 tons under this, which I'm not yet, I think I'm going to do the lift. So I'm going to do my research and figure out what lift I'm going to do. But this is where we're at so far, guys. I know it's not much, but it's an update on what we're doing. Super cool. This Gladiator is going to be a cool addition. I mean, it was unintentional. I'm not necessarily a Jeep guy, but for the rate I got it at and what it's going to be, of course, we'll slowly build it up and do stuff as we can. But that's the thing on the channel for now. I will update you on the other projects I have sitting outside and whatnot real soon, and I'll let you know the decisions we're going to make on this. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.